It is 3:15 a.m. at a truck stop just off Interstate 80 in Nebraska. Outside, the wind is howling at 40 miles an hour, driving a freezing rain straight against the windshield of a Freightliner Cascadia. Next to it, 3 different refrigerated trailers, the reefers, are cycling their diesel engines on and off with a deafening mechanical roar. To the average traveler passing by in an SUV, this parking lot looks like a barren wasteland of concrete and exhaust fumes. But inside that Cascadia, behind a set of heavy, light-blocking curtains, a human being is wearing sweatpants, frying a ribeye steak, and watching a movie in 72-degree comfort. This is the reality of the modern American long-haul trucker. They are tasked with moving 70% of the nation's freight, living for weeks at a time out of a fiberglass box that is roughly the size of a standard walk-in closet. To survive out here, you cannot just treat a truck like a vehicle, you have to treat it like a space station. There are 3 core systems that turn a vibrating, diesel-burning machine into a self-sustaining home on the highway. If any one of these systems fails, the driver's health, sanity, and career can collapse within 48 hours. The foundation of everything is the space itself. When we talk about a long-haul truck, we are talking about a Class 8 tractor pulling up to 80,000 pounds. But behind the driver's seat sits a 72-inch sleeper berth. That measurement refers to the length of the cabin behind the front seats. It gives a driver roughly 46 square feet of total living space. The ceiling stands about 8 feet high, allowing a 6-foot driver to stand up straight and stretch their arms. Living in this box means constantly battling the laws of thermodynamics. In July, a black asphalt parking lot in Texas acts like an oven, pushing cab temperatures past 120 degrees. In January, the plains of Wyoming will drop the metal chassis down to 20 below zero. If a driver leaves the main 15-liter truck engine idling all night to keep the heater or air conditioner running, they burn roughly 1 gallon of diesel per hour. Over a 10-hour federally mandated break, that is 10 gallons of fuel wasted, costing $30 to $40 a night and clogging the truck's emission system with soot. To solve this, modern rigs rely on a secondary piece of machinery called an APU, or Auxiliary Power Unit. This is a small, 2-cylinder diesel engine mounted directly to the outside of the truck frame rail, right behind the fuel tanks. The APU runs independently of the main engine. It consumes just 1/10 of a gallon of fuel per hour. It generates electricity to run a freestanding air conditioner, pumps heat into the bunk, and keeps the truck's main starter batteries charged. Without an APU, a truck driver is entirely at the mercy of the weather in the lifespan of 4 heavy-duty glass mat batteries. Inside this blueprint, every square inch must pull double duty. The lower bunk is a twin XL mattress, matching the length of a standard residential bed, but narrowed down to about 38 inches to clear the cabinets. Beneath this mattress lies the underworld of the truck, a massive storage compartment accessible by lifting the bed frame. This is where drivers store heavy tools, spare fluids, and tire chains. Above the bed, a secondary bunk can be lowered down from the ceiling, but single drivers usually leave it up, utilizing the space to store plastic bins filled with seasonal clothing. Managing food in this environment requires the precision of a logistics coordinator. A driver cannot just pull a massive semi-truck into a standard Walmart parking lot. Many municipal zones ban commercial vehicles entirely, meaning a wrong turn can result in a $300 ticket or a trapped 80-foot rig. Drivers must buy groceries for 2 weeks at a time, calculating exactly how many calories will fit into a specialized 12-volt compressor refrigerator built into the cabinet wall. These are not like hotel mini fridges, which use cheap thermoelectric cooling that struggles when the ambient temperature rises. These are true compressors, pulling up to 5 amps of power to keep meat at a safe 36 degrees, even when the cab interior swelters. Cooking introduces the next structural hurdle: wattage. A standard household microwave pulls 1,500 watts, which will immediately trip the safety breakers on a truck's power inverter. An inverter is a device that converts 12-volt direct current from the batteries into 120-volt alternating current for appliances. Most fleet trucks cap these inverters at 1,500 total watts. That means a driver must source low-wattage, specialized appliances. They use 700-watt compact microwaves, small electric griddles, or 12-volt portable ovens that look like insulated lunchboxes and cook food slowly over 3 hours using a cigarette lighter plug. The biggest threat to food prep is motion. A semi-truck rides on air suspension, but hitting a pothole at 65 miles per hour creates a violent vertical shockwave. If a refrigerator latch fails, a week's worth of eggs and milk will instantly repaint the cabin floor. Drivers use heavy bungee cords strapped across appliance doors and pack plastic storage containers tightly to eliminate any empty space where items could shift and shatter. While cooking happens in the bunk, caffeine logistics happen at the fuel island. Running a high-wattage residential drip coffee maker or an espresso machine can instantly overload the truck's power inverter and drain the battery bank. Instead of fighting the electrical layout of the cab, drivers rely heavily on the commercial coffee bars inside gas stations and travel plazas. These locations feature massive, high-volume brewers churning out fresh pots 24 hours a day. Before starting an 11-hour shift, a driver walks inside with a 60-ounce insulated travel mug, fills it with hot premium roast, and grabs a handful of creamer packets. This routine saves precious interior cabinet space, protects the truck's electrical grid, and provides a necessary moment of human interaction before isolation sets back in. Once the shift is done, the driver faces the challenge of getting actual rest. Federal law dictates that after 11 hours of driving, a trucker must log 10 consecutive hours off duty. Finding a place to park an 80-foot vehicle to get those 10 hours is a daily crisis in America. There is currently a nationwide shortage of commercial parking, with roughly one space available for every 11 trucks on the road. By 4 p.m. every afternoon, major truck stops begin filling up. If a driver pushes their clock until 8 p.m., they are often forced to park on hazardous highway exit ramps or in abandoned, unlit industrial parks. Sleeping on an exit ramp means the driver's head is resting just 15 feet away from traffic, moving at 70 miles per hour. The entire truck rocks and sways every time a loaded trailer passes by. To block out the light and sound, drivers install custom-cut foam insulation panels into the side windows and pull thick canvas curtains closed around the bunk. Many use white noise machines or leave the APU running continuously to mask the unpredictable cracks of air brakes releasing and engines revving outside their walls. Hygiene out here is governed by a completely unique microeconomy. A sleeper cab does not have plumbing. There is no running water beyond whatever plastic jugs a driver carries in their side boxes. To take a shower, a long-haul driver relies entirely on corporate truck stop chains like Pilot Flying J, Love's, and TA Petro. These stops operate on a fuel-to-shower credit system. When a truck driver fills up their dual 150-gallon fuel tanks, they are purchasing roughly 300 gallons of diesel, costing upwards of $1,000. For every commercial fuel purchase over 50 gallons, the truck stop chain automatically drops one shower credit onto the driver's digital loyalty card. These credits are valid for 10 days. If a driver runs out of credits, a single shower costs anywhere from $15 to $20. The process of getting clean is highly routinized. A driver parks their rig, walks inside the travel center, and scans their loyalty card at a digital kiosk. The screen displays their place in line. When a private bathroom opens up, the kiosk prints a receipt with a 5-digit access code and a room number, and the driver receives a text notification. These are not communal locker rooms. A standard truck stop shower room is a private, dead-bolted suite containing a full-size fiberglass shower stall, a toilet, a sink, and a mirror. A team of dedicated employees cleans each room between uses, providing fresh, industrial-grade towels and a bath mat. For a driver who has been staring at white lines on the asphalt for 11 hours straight, this private room is often the only 15 minutes of true personal space they will experience all day. However, getting to that shower requires immense routing strategy. A driver cannot simply stop whenever they feel dirty. They must calculate their remaining driving hours against the real-time parking availability at the next facility. If a driver stops at 2 p.m. to shower, they risk wasting valuable daylight hours when they should be making miles. If they wait until 10 p.m., the wait time for an available shower room can exceed 2 hours because hundreds of other drivers have arrived simultaneously. Every single stop must be calculated mathematically to maximize productivity. Living this way week after week takes a specific psychological toll. The isolation of the highway is amplified by the physical confinement of the cab. You eat, work, and sleep within an arm's reach of the steering wheel. The boundaries between professional duty and personal life are completely erased. It requires a rare level of mental discipline to maintain a routine of healthy eating, physical movement, and mental alertness when your entire world is bounded by 4 fiberglass walls and a windshield. The drivers who thrive out here are the ones who treat their cab not as a temporary workspace, but as a finely tuned machine where every item has a specific coordinate and every system is managed with absolute discipline. They are the invisible backbone of the supply chain, operating a rolling home to keep the country moving forward. If you drive a rig or spend time over the road, what does your sleeper berth setup look like? Drop your layout strategy and your must-have cab gear in the comments below.